Dawn breaks over London as traders shout, carts rattle, and bakers pull warm bread from stone ovens. Men in wool tunics haggle in muddy streets while church bells echo across timbered homes. Women draw water from wells as children chase dogs through alleys thick with smoke and straw. At the docks, sailors unload spices and cloth, their boots soaked with river filth and soft. A butcher sharpens iron blades, unaware of whispers drifting from ships far beyond the sea. Rumors travel faster than horses, carried by merchants with pale faces and trembling hands. They speak of a sickness unseen, a curse that devours flesh and leaves silence behind. Still, coins change hands and laughter rises as if fear cannot cross London's stone walls. A priest lifts his voice in prayer, incense curling through the cold air of the chapel. No one yet knows the prayers will soon turn desperate beneath darkening skies above. Days pass, and a strange cough echoes in crowded taverns where ale once masked all worry. A dock worker collapses, his skin marked by shadows that no healer can explain. Mothers clutch their children tighter, sensing something ancient has entered their world. The streets grow quieter as carts carry bodies wrapped in rough cloth toward shallow graves. Bells toll longer now, their sound heavier, pressing dread into every beating heart. A healer mixes herbs and whispers hope, yet his eyes betray a growing terror within. The sickness spreads like fire through dry straw, leaping from house to house without mercy. Neighbors avoid each other, doors shut tight, as trust dissolves into raw survival. Markets empty, and the scent of rot replaces the aroma of bread and roasted meat. Even the river seems slower, reflecting a city losing its breath in silent despair. A nobleman flees with his family, abandoning servants who once shared his daily life. Peasants watch in silence, knowing no wealth can shield against what now hunts them all. The church fills with cries as faith is tested against suffering no sermon can soothe. Priests fall ill beside those they bless, their sacred robes stained with mortal weakness. Gravediggers work through nightfall, their shovels biting earth that cannot open fast enough.
If you want to discover more real stories like this, dark, hidden, and rooted in history, make sure you subscribe to this channel now, because what comes next is even more shocking. And one more thing, wherever you are watching from right now, write your country's name in the comments. I want to know how far these stories are reaching around the world. Don't forget, subscribe, comment your country, and stay with us.
Children wander alone, their small voices swallowed by streets that once knew their laughter. Smoke rises from burning herbs, an attempt to cleanse air that feels cursed and heavy. A mother sings softly to her child, though she knows dawn may not come for them both. The city's heart falters as trade halts and hunger joins the ranks of unseen enemies. Rats scurry through abandoned stalls, silent carriers of fate none can comprehend. A blacksmith drops his hammer, too weak to lift iron that once shaped his pride. His forge grows cold, a symbol of a city losing its strength piece by piece. Whispers turn to prayers, prayers to cries, and cries to an unbearable quiet. No corner of London escapes the shadow creeping through its narrow, winding paths. The king's word feels distant, powerless against a force that answers to no crown. Families mark doors with signs, hoping to warn others, yet sealing their own fate. The sound of hooves fades, as even messengers refuse to ride into the stricken city. Time itself feels broken, each day blending into grief with end or meaning. Survivors move like ghosts, their eyes hollow, their voices barely more than breath. A lone bell rings at dusk, not for one soul, but for countless unnamed lost. The Thames carries away silence, its waters reflecting a sky devoid of mercy. In hidden corners, some still cling to hope, fragile as a flicker of dying flame. But hope struggles to breathe, where death lingers in every shadow and every step. A father buries his last child, his tears falling into earth already heavy with sorrow. He looks to the heavens, finding no answer, only an endless and indifferent sky. The city that once roared with life now whispers in fear of what remains unseen. And in that silence, London learns the cost of a terror it could never fight. For in the year 1348, fear itself became the ruler of every street and soul.